Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mouse House. This week we have gotten a new look inside the Runaway Railway. The rise of Skywalker is starting to appear in the parks, that and so much more on the way. This is the Disney Weekly Roundup, episode 24. Let's get started. Alright, before we get into today's news, I just wanted to update you all on a few things because it's been a while since I've posted, actually about 3 weeks. I haven't been posting because I had finals, then some other personal things that were occupying weekends, but now it is a new year and I'm going to really try to get out these videos consistently. This will also be our last video with the Christmas set, just so you all know that. Right after this video I will be taking it down, but that's all the updates I have for you. Let's get straight into the news. Disney gave us a sneak peek inside Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We currently know the opening date of March 4th, 2020, but we haven't seen too much on the inside. The two new things we were able to get from this is that this scene that Disney has showed us a lot of is actually in the location called Roundup Park. And then the other thing we got is a look at the ride vehicles, but specifically the front train piece. In this image here, it appears to be the load/unload area, and it also seems that this is in a barn. Then according to many posters and arts we have been given, the train is supposed to have Goofy as a driver. However, nothing in this video showed us any of that tech. However, my prediction is that Disney is going to use an effect similar to the ray projection in Rise of the Resistance so that you can see the animated Goofy as well as what's behind him, and this would add some depth and really give a nice effect that a lot of guests would exit the attraction talking about. Well, Rise of the Resistance has opened since our last video. It has been super popular and very well received. It has been so popular that on multiple occurrences, Disney has been extending the park hours. They've also had to limit one boarding group per person per day. And even with those attempts to increase capacity, it has been reaching capacity within less than an hour of park opening every single day. And within these last 2 days, it has been reaching capacity within seconds of opening, which is just insane. These last 2 days actually have been the highest and quickest the boarding groups have ever been distributed. So it just shows that the attraction is still super popular almost a month after its opening. I think the opening of this attraction did even better than Disney anticipated, so great job, Disney. The refurbished Camera Center and now Penn Central has reopened at Epcot. This space had previously just been home to the Nikon Camera Center, but with the former Penn Central set to be demolished, Disney has relocated it into the Camera Center. As a part of the refurbishment, they removed the old carpet and replaced it with tile flooring, and they also repainted the space. Then to finish off the refurbishment, Disney also added these mirrors with the Epcot logo and location name. Overall, a really nice refurbishment. Disney's newest resort, the Riviera Resort, has now opened. This is a Disney Vacation Club resort, so the rooms are reserved for DVC members, but according to a cast member I talked to, if for some reason these rooms aren't all gone at a certain date, non-DVC members might just be able to pick up a room. I personally think that this resort looks really nice, and it also has its own Skyliner station. I'm not going to go through the entire resort, but I do just want to point out these two murals that look just incredible. The detailing on them is so fine, and all the individual stones are carefully placed. Overall, this resort looks super nice. A brand new photo op opened up in the Magic Kingdom, and these are 2 Tron light cycle run ride vehicles that guests can take photos with. They look even better at night as they light up. Initially, guests weren't actually able to sit on them, but people started to notice some Imagineers have been hanging around those vehicles to watch how easy it is for people to get in the ride vehicles, as these are a more unnatural type of seat. Another thing we got from this is that the attraction has a new sponsor, which is Enterprise Rent-A-Car. In the future, these vehicles will likely be outside the attraction as a sort of test seat for guests to see what it will be like and if they want to ride or not, just kind of like they have at Test Track. As you all know, Flight of Passage has been one of the most popular Disney attractions since it opened in 2017. This popularity has resulted in consistent waits around 200 minutes. This long of a wait can result in lots of people having to use the restroom, and trying to squeeze your way in and out of the line to get to one was a disaster. So now Disney has added new mid-queue restrooms. These took months to get in because they had to build these into a pre-existing structure, which resulted in a more complicated process to try to keep it in with the theming. But the way these work is that a cast member will ask the whole party to step aside. Then when people are done, the cast member will stop the line and let you right back in. You won't be right where you previously left off, but it will only add a few minutes to your wait time. Staying on mid-queue restrooms, Disney has also created a system for Rise of the Resistance, which once the boarding group system is removed, we'll see some wait time is potentially even greater than Flight of Passage. Technically, there are no restrooms in the queue, but there are carved out access routes to backstage restrooms throughout the queue, and it's great to see Disney planning for guests' comfort within queues, because now also in the Rise of the Resistance queue, and a large portion of the Resistance base, there are benches carved out of the rocks that guests can sit on and still move along with the queue. Over in Epcot in the Land Pavilion, a new film called Awesome Planet is coming to the former Circle of Life one. This film is set to open real soon on January 17th, so it has gotten permanent signage installed and a temporary coming soon sign. This sign has bold, all capitalized letters with the globe being displayed across the letters. This film is supposed to display our home's beauty through nature photography, in-theater effects, and space sequences created by the company that provided the cinematic foundations for Star Wars. Then also debuting January 17th is a Circle Vision Canada Far and Wide, as well as a Beauty and the Beast sing-along. Before I talk about this next piece of news, the following images contain pictures of scenes from the new Rise of Skywalker's film, so please skip ahead to the timestamp on screen if you want to avoid spoilers. With Rise of Skywalker, the final film in the Skywalker saga debuting, Disney has added a Rise of Skywalker flight to Star Tours at Hollywood Studios. I have got to say, these images look amazing, and I can't wait to ride this for myself. There are also some new Rise of Skywalker props in the Star Wars launch bay, as well as this really incredible looking mural displaying parts of every single film in the saga. There are a few attraction refurbishments planned in the near future, so I thought I would go over them so anyone visiting during these times can expect these attractions to not be operating. Big Thunder Mountain is set to have a refurbishment from May 4th to the 21st, and this will likely be just maintenance. Next up, the Swiss Family Treehouse will be receiving one from April 27th to May 3rd, another short refurbishment hinting at very minimal work. Another attraction that has been in refurbishment is the Walt Disney Railroad, and due to the Tron Light Cycle Run construction, Disney has had to close it until they can reroute the track. They can't have it running through a construction site, so this refurbishment is set to remain closed through December 2020, and it is likely that it will also be closed through early 2021 too. Continuing on, Mouse Gear, the main retail location at Epcot, is closing for refurbishment on January 4th, while the new temporary location located in Innoventions East will open the next day. This refurbishment is going to be a huge overhaul and complete re-theme, so this can be expected to be a lot more lengthy than some of the other refurbishments. And Test Track and Splash Mountain are also getting a January refurbishment, but we already have a video covering those, so I will have that video in the info card above. Half of the reimagined Epcot entrance is now open. There are many new planters with foliage and trees. Also, new concrete has been laid down, so we can no longer see the footprints of the old stone monoliths. Now, Disney has just overnight put up construction walls around the other side of the entrance. As they repeat what they had done on the other side, they will also continue to progress on the highly anticipated return of the Epcot fountain. Disney recently purchased over 230 acres of land. This land is less than 2 miles west of Magic Kingdom. They purchased the land for $6 million, and as far as possibilities of what Disney plans to do with this land, it's unlikely for a new park or resort. The two most likely possibilities are that Disney bought this land to expand their very successful solar farm that sits just adjacent to this land, or just simply buying it to prevent someone else from buying that land and building near them, which could result in seriously screwing up some sight lines from inside the parks. But let me know in the comments below what you all think Disney could be planning to do with this land. Next up, Mars Incorporated has announced that an M&M retail store will be coming to Disney Springs in 2020. Construction is set to begin immediately to reach the 2020 grand opening date. Patrick McIntyre, the director of global retail at Mars, said that guests will be fully immersed into an interactive chocolate experience that will create more moments and more smiles through the colorful fun of M&Ms. The store will be located on the west side of Disney Springs near the Orange Garage. The new temporary Starbucks is now open, as a former Fountain View Starbucks is now demolished. It has been named Travelers Cafe and is located near the World Showcase Plaza. Right next to the Starbucks are the new Epcot restrooms, and they are now open. These can be found on the Rose Walkway, which is a pathway connecting Future World and the World Showcase. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. To support the show, you can purchase some of our merchandise or become a patron. Both of those will be linked in the description. You can also follow us on Instagram or email us directly. Also, feel free to leave any questions in the comments below. I'd love to start discussions with you all. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Alright everyone, I know it's been a while, I know it's been, I think, 4 weeks maybe. I've been super busy, but now that it's a new year, really just going to get consistent with the posts from now on. So expect a video at least every week. I'll try to get some out during the weekdays, but mainly during the weekend because I still have school. The previous video before this, I didn't write a script or anything like that. I just had my laptop in front of me and I was kind of scrolling through the news and talking about it. And I was able to do that, and I was able to get that news out super quickly because it didn't take as long to produce that video. I also didn't edit it as nicely as I normally do. So I do want to know if you guys like those kind of videos or if that's okay for you to get the news out quicker. I'll still do this every week, Disney Weekly Roundup, nicely produced, nicely edited and everything. But if something huge comes out at a time, I can get it out super quickly if I do that format. So if that's okay for you all, I'm happy to keep doing that, and we can post a lot more too. So please let me know about that in the comments. And another big thing that's happening with the Mouse House right now is this set is going to be completely overhauled. It's been a while since I've had a non-holiday themed set because before this it was Halloween, and since then I've gotten some new Disney stuff and some other stuff I can decorate the set with. So right after this video gets out, I'm going to start taking this down and setting up a new set. I might do like a little Mouse House 2020 teaser. That'll be kind of fun. So I'll do that, but it's going to be a lot different than anything we've seen before, so I am excited for that. So yes, now that Christmas has happened, this set is going to be taken down. And we'll return to the natural set. But I am going to go get this video edited and out for you all, so thank you all so much for your support on this show. We're really, really close to 100 subscribers, which is, that's just amazing. I love that people actually are enjoying the videos. So I got to get this video out for you all. Thank you all so much for the support, and I'll see you all in the next one.